Welcome to episode 3 of DownBeat Denver. Before we get things started, we want to take this time to thank you, our subscribers, for taking that moment to push the subscribe button. It really does mean a lot to us. We do have some milestones that we are hoping to reach, but we need 100 subscribers before we can gain our own custom URL through YouTube, such as youtube.com/downbeatdenver, so you can understand how important that would be.
Today we have a dear friend of mine and a published poet, singer-songwriter out of Boulder, Colorado. He's going to be singing 3 original songs for us. It's Jackson Maloney.
All right. This first song is a song that I wrote last fall when I was going home for Thanksgiving in the Denver airport. And just, it's one of those songs about putting myself in someone else's shoes. DIA waiting on a plane, going home away from snow and rain. I'm comfortable and well equipped, given all I've got. I'm with the ones who have not. Well, there's people huddled cold beneath a bridge, babies crying for the comfort of a crib. There's the sick and lonely old who have already lost a lot. I'm with the ones who have not. With parents working through the holidays, away from their families, doing what they need for pay. There's the people who have given up. Love just is not worth the cost. I'm with the ones who have not. To hold on to what is good, but would you share that with a stranger if you could? We look away from those who suffer until something makes us stop. I'm with the ones who have not. Oh, what makes a man worthy of himself? Is it what he does that determines his wealth? What about our brothers and our sisters who are broken and are lost? I'm with the ones who have not. I'm with the ones who have not. My heart, it is like the breaking day. I feel hope that things won't always be this way. There's a place for every person, everybody's got a shot. For now I'm with the ones who have not. For now I'm with the ones who have not.
All right, we are sitting here with the one and only Jackson Maloney. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and tell our fans a little bit something about you?
Well, I'm a songwriter and a poet living in Boulder, Colorado, and I just published my first poetry book last fall, and that was kind of the first creative endeavor that I shared with the world, and now I've been focusing on music the last 6 months more seriously, and I'm working on my first solo album, which should be ready in by the end of summer.
Yeah. Sweet, man.
Awesome, man. So, can you tell us a little bit about that project you're working on? How any challenges or successes you've had so far with it?
I think just making the time to actually do it, and I've been doing songwriting every week, and it's been a good discipline because there's obviously, I think when you do something consistently enough, you run into the places where you don't want to where you don't want to do it, and you want to walk away from the desk and writing and stuff. So I think that's been the biggest challenge, is just showing up. Make it happen.
How have you noticed that, like being a writer, being an author, how has that influenced your music and your songwriting?
The storytelling is really important, and the words. Yeah, just I pay a lot of attention to the words, and I might write a couple different versions of the same song to get the story the way that I feel it should be.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I could really notice that in the first song you played. It was very storyteller-centric. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Thank you.
What has influenced you and your music?
Well, definitely Johnny Cash. That was almost kind of like a nod to him in a sense, because of the way his empathy and his ability to put himself in other people's shoes. Yeah, so his music. I've been listening to a lot of Townes Van Zandt, Bob Dylan, Neil Young, a lot of the singer-songwriters, and then I listen to all kinds of music, but those are the musicians that influence the stuff that I end up playing.
Awesome.
Those are some of them, yeah.
Cool, man. When you sit down for your daily practices and you got your guitar in your hand, what's your creative process like? Would you write a song? Does it usually start off from the guitar, or do you have a lyric in your head, or a story you're trying to tell?
The melody usually comes first. Sometimes there's words with it, and sometimes it's just the music.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's picking up the guitar, it's different every time, I think. But yeah, sometimes picking up the guitar and the melody with the chords, or sometimes I'm driving the car or whatever, and the lyrics with the melody will come.
Yeah.
Sitting down at my desk is kind of a different, because that's kind of when the inspiration strikes, and those moments are more spontaneous. But the more like disciplined sort of thing, sitting down to write, that can be kind of like struggling, against you're kind of trying to call the inspiration in.
Yeah.
So it's finding ways to kind of move with that, and sometimes it's like just working on old songs that I've started and that I want to finish or something, or I take pieces that I've maybe started and try to work with those in that situation.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we got some questions for you to pull out of the bowl. Enough with us. Yeah, it's time. Shake them up. Don't look.
That's not too bad. What inspires you creatively? Nature, definitely. Like, I'm a morning person. Just seeing the sunrise is really inspiring every day. The hope that it brings. Yeah, I think definitely nature, and then just hearing people's stories too. Like, I've written probably 3 or 4 or 5 songs now that are just kind of trying to put myself in someone else's shoes, or just being directly impacted by someone else's situation and kind of needing to write about it.
Mm-hmm.
So those are a couple things that inspire me creatively, and then of course the music that I listen to and stuff that I'm reading, and stuff like that, conversations and all that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it is trying to find that chi, right? That zen space to let your creativity, run wild.
Yeah, I know. It's like
I can see how nature is great with that.
Yeah, definitely. Sure. Yeah, you feel like you have control over it sometimes, and then you're like, no, It's
got control of you. Yeah. Cool.
Pull another.
All right.
Something good. Come on.
Tell us something people may not know about you. That's a good one.
Deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah, exactly. Well, some people may not know. I used to live in Virginia for a couple of years. And I'm not a native Coloradan. From California.
Boo hiss. Right now. Yeah.
Pull a couple more of these.
There's probably more exciting answers to that question.
No.
How do you challenge yourself musically? That's a good question. I guess recently how I've been challenging myself is I'm trying to learn finger picking. I've been listening to a lot of Townes Van Zandt, and he did a lot of finger picking. So that's my biggest challenge lately. I like the way that it sounds and the emphasis it brings to picking the bass notes and stuff like that. And so that's the biggest challenge, playing the guitar probably.
Yeah. Is there any... we were talking earlier, and you mentioned that you want to challenge yourself by writing a funny song.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that is definitely another challenge. Someone actually challenged me to do that because I played them a couple serious songs, and they just challenged me to write a funny song, and it's kind of harder than I thought because it's it's not my go-to, I guess. And there's a lot of funny songs out there. I've been listening to John Prine, and I feel like he's pretty good at incorporating humor in his music.
Yeah.
But that's
I can see how that'd be tough, trying to make it come off authentic.
Not
super
cheesy. Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, man. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Yeah, I'll be sharing that for sure.
Well, we're definitely gonna get 2 more songs from you, right?
Sweet.
Yeah. So definitely thank you for taking the time to come
you're
in,
welcome.
and we're definitely looking forward to seeing more from you and helping you kind of spread the word about your creative goals.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me on your show. It's really good to be here and to be a part of DownBeat Denver.
Sweet, man.
Yeah, man, we'd
Appreciate
love to have you.
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you. So this song is about, I wrote this after a great weekend with friends, a lot of community and good laughs and sharing food and music, and just going to work the next day on a Monday. I was feeling down, naturally. Sometimes that happens after good times like that. So this is kind of a song to remember the things that those good feelings and the things that I got in my life. Well, I got things to live for. I got people that I love around me now, and I got words to care for that talk to me when no one else knows how. And it's all good, it's all great. Well, it's strong until it's gone before too late. And I'm happy to be around. And when I'm down, I lay my burden like a boulder on the ground. Well, there's the blue skies high above me. Got the brown earth beneath my dancing feet. And there's the laughter that follows after the rain of pain and lifts me up to sing. But it's all good, it's all great. Well, it's strong until it's gone before too late. And I'm happy to be around. And when I'm down, I lay my burden like a boulder on the ground. lovers who held me close. And I've had friends die young and haunt me with their ghosts. And I've known the joy of family love. And I felt the spirit of the blue wind when I was riding high above. And it's all good, it's all great. Well, it's strong until it's gone before too late. And I'm happy to be around. When I'm down, I lay my burden like a boulder on the ground. Well, I got things to live for. I got people that I love around me now. And I got words to care for that talk to me when no one else knows how. Been a while since I was home last, since I came home with you. And I'm sitting here on my bed again, thinking about what I've gone through. Things ain't the same as they once were. This house feels so new. Oh, and I have lived a little longer now, learned how to let go of what I held on to. My mom, she redid the kitchen, the new barn and farm style sink. And there's photographs of friends I ain't met yet. My folks wondering, well, what do I think? Well, if I could uphold my promises I made to that cottonwood tree, well, I would tell them I love anything that's beautiful, true, and free. So I'm sitting here in my backyard, the sun shining down on me, and I'm feeling pretty good about the way things are between me and my family. Things ain't the same as they once were. This house feels so new. Oh, and I have lived a little longer now, learned how to let go of what I held on to. Yeah, I have lived a little longer now, learned how to let go of what I held on
to. Jackson Maloney, everybody.
That was a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Why don't you tell everybody where they can come see you live?
You could find me right now at the License One open mic in Boulder. It's every Monday, 8 to 10. Good musicians, good supportive group, and it's a good time. So you can check that out. I'm usually there, and I'm also working on an album that should be out by the end of the summer. So look forward to sharing that with you.
That's awesome. So definitely take this time to subscribe if you haven't already. Support guys like Jackson here, and we'll catch you next time. See you later, everybody.
See ya.
Thank you. I learned how to let go of what I held on to. I have lived a little longer now. Learned how to let go of what I held